You sure about that? Have some spare food and coin?
I wasn't expecting company.
Ah,
What is it now? Aye, these are bear claws. You've got a knack for this. Or just plain luck. Either way, good. Now maybe I can actually secure those tents. So the job's done? And here I was, ready to send out You are full of surprises. Which is more than I can say for most of them. What is it now? Back a... Pleasant is for feasts and fair days, neither of which you'll find here. I'm here to keep us supplied and alive, not to make friends. If you need coddling, you've come to the wrong place. I'm Shine, quartermaster of Camelot's Legion here in Connacht. My job is making sure this Legion doesn't fall apart from lack or neglect. A thankless job, let me assure you. Legate Denholm runs the show here, and I make sure his boots are on solid ground. He's got a head for strategy and a heart for politics. He dreams of dragging Connacht out of the muck and into Camelot's arms. I just keep the wheels greased, so his grand plans don't grind to a halt. My story? Huh, it's locked up tighter than our armory and just about as useful to you. Focus on what you need to do, not on digging up dirt. Born and raised, yeah. My family has an estate in the country, but I never liked going there. All that space and nothing to do. Not even a good tavern in sight. I don't know how people live like that. A military family, dating back to the Age of Conquest. My father's a general, his father was one too, and my grandfather, yeah, you get the gist. Technically we're nobility, but I've never felt like it. And I'm no good in ballrooms. Joining up seemed only logical. Well, the first time my mother heard me swear, she had me wash my mouth out with soap. I kept swearing throughout the entire ordeal. She eventually just gave up. That I can't, but what passes for entertainment here just makes me want to leave this shithole and never look back. Can't wait for the order to march out.
You found her, didn't you? You went to that cave and came out alive. So that means she's dead. She wouldn't have just given you my heart back. I'm not sure. I'm guessing some kind of spell. I can't believe love could ever be that blind. Sweet All-Mother, I'm embarrassed just thinking about it. She was a monster, as you know. A beautiful one, but only on the surface. I can't believe it's over. Oh, and I didn't have a chance to express my gratitude. Although an apology might be more fitting. You risked your life for me. That's more than I could ever ask of anyone, even someone dear to me. So, thank you. What brings you here? What do you need? In my eyes, she never looked like a monster. I remember following her to that cursed place. When we were close, she touched my heart. I felt a great pain. And then I saw what she really was. I got scared, grabbed something heavy. I managed to get away, but inside I felt emptiness. Each morning after that, the burning of my wound grew more intense. He seems stern, but he's a good, hard-working man. This time, though, it's personal. As soon as I was sure I could swing the hammer twice, I got straight to work. I'm forging a new heart. I know I've only just gotten back the one that beats in my chest, but I can feel there's something wrong with it. It's weaker. I am weaker and unsteady. It's easier for me to grow impatient and angry. More things seem to cut me deeper. I feel like my heart is poisoned. So far, all my attempts have failed. None of those hearts had the spark a forged replacement ought to have. They were far too weak to beat in a blacksmith's chest. There's a legend about the Stone Wardens. It tells that they could forge a heart stronger than any other. A heart that could make a man invincible. Sadly, I don't know much more than that. Right now, I'm just banging my head against the wall. Well, since the Stone Wardens are all Dalriata, my hands are tied. Vrel is the only person from the tribes that I know. A Dalriata selling books. And that's something, isn't it? I was planning to ask her about the legends myself, but maybe you could do it for me? Urfir will clobber me with his hammer if I shirk my work again. Thank you. I hope Vrel will be able to tell us more. It hasn't been easy for him. His entire world has begun to change around him. You've seen what they did to the trees near Kunacht. For some reason, it pains Urfir no end. Even before I got sick, the Camelotians had commissioned a lot of work from us. I think he feels partially responsible for what's been happening around here. The men here in Kunacht is dying. The nights have become even more dangerous. People say the weirdness is creeping closer. Perhaps the Camelotians have a point. It is difficult for me to say anything more. I just want to do my job the best I can.
Nice to see you.
Hello again. If you need anything specific, feel free to ask. And you're asking me because I was born in the tribes? I thought you were better than that. I have nothing to tell you. Those are legends of the Ulfr, and my people never got along with them. But I think I have some books about the Stone Wardens. Feel free to read and educate yourself on your own. Before you ask,
Hello there, strange-looking citizen. You lost, or just looking for someone? A reputation? Me? For what? Standing around looking tough? Oi, wait a moment. You think I stole those books? Beautiful Liliana is sacred to me, all right? I'd never touch Vrel's stash, I swear. I was saving up for the new volume. Now it's gone? How the hell am I supposed to know what happens to Liliana next? No! I dunno. But there's this red priest hanging around who loves scaring the crap out of soldiers. Always preaching doom and sin, you know? And you know what's worse? That damn priest saying Liliana's, inspiring moments are why I'll be cursed. He told me I'd grow hair on the inside of my palms. What kind of nutter says that to a bloke? Is that even a thing? Damn brother Ismat got me paranoid. You're joking, right? Please tell me you're joking. Inside my palms? Oh no. Oh gods, no. What do I do? Is it gonna spread? Can I hold a sword? I can't live like this. What if it starts itching? Oh, he's probably at the Red Church headquarters. That's where they're always praying and doing whatever it is that Red Priests do. Just be careful. The man's got a way of making you feel like you're already cursed. Creepy bastard. Take care now.
What brings you this way?
We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. Through purity we serve the... Yes? What reason do you have to interrupt my prayer? What could be more important than this? The body is a vessel of the Prophet's will, and its purpose is not to squander, but to glorify, says a sermon written by Flamen the Chaste. Through the suffering of the body, I free myself from the snares of evil. Each strike of the whip creates a wound, a holy space to be filled with the K's grace. I know which sinner you speak of. I also know he intended to read those books, tainted with lechery. I could not allow that, because I know all too well what they do to minds prone to living in impurity, as I know what that man intended to do with his sweaty hands panting over the next chapter. I have no intention of taking responsibility for what lurks in the shadow of their depraved imaginations. The sin comes from within them, not from me. You will not provoke me. Of course. I am a Red Priest, after all. I know much about the struggles of the spirit, about what shatters a person's dignity, about the acts that cloud the mind with a fog. I don't know what's going through your head, but cease those filthy insinuations right now. Yes, I stole those books that are thick with words yet imparting no virtue, filled with vulgar, scandalous illustrations. What did I plan? To burn them, of course. That is what Miss Liliana deserves. That is the fate that befalls a rakish infidel. I acknowledge that sin is a natural part of the soul, Yet equally natural should be penance, to free oneself from that sin. Chasteness does not come easily, but that is why it is a virtue, granting oneself relief through such primitive and vulgar acts, engaging with something as vile as these books. Have you read A Sermon on the Paths of Discipline by Brother Flamen? He makes a proper statement about those types of deviations. Hands that stray toward idle pleasures build no temple. Ah, you wish to have at least the bare minimum for discussion? Excellent. Look around our quarters. You should find that text, along with its perfect complement, a sermon on purity and temperance. We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. Through purity we serve the people. Through service and duty we ascend to holiness. It is not the act alone that is weighed, but the intent and the fruits thereof.
Well, look who it is. The one who reignited the men here. I must say I'm impressed. Tell me, how did you manage to do that? Fascinating. You may not know, but I suspect the Kaya whispers her word to those who listen, even if they don't realize it. Tell me, would you like to help further? The people of Kunakt are in need, and someone like you could make all the difference. The fields of Kunakt are dying, their lifeblood drained by the creeping weirdness. If the crops fail, the people starve, and starving people are restless people. That cannot happen. Properly placed, they can shield the farmlands long enough for a harvest to be salvaged. It's not the perfect solution, but it's a start. And if the people see that the priests care for their well-being, they'll be more inclined to trust us. I need someone capable to handle this. Someone like you. You've seen them around, no doubt. They're simple enough in appearance, but the knowledge to craft them isn't as common as you'd think. Unfortunately, I don't have the recipe myself. If I did, this wouldn't be an issue. You'll need to find someone who knows the craft, someone familiar with the weirdness or the old ways. But be cautious. Those who keep such knowledge don't part with it easily. Secrets, after all, are a kind of power. But I'm sure you'll manage. You've done the impossible before. Legate Denholm won't be pleased. He prefers the weirdness close. It makes travel to Camelot faster. But this isn't about his ambitions. It's about the people of Connacht and what they need to survive. Help me do this, and you'll have not only my gratitude, but the gratitude of every farmer whose fields we save. So, my Menhir Whisperer, what say you? Will you lend a hand and help the people of Connacht? Good. I knew you'd see the importance of this. Together, we'll keep the fields alive and the people fed. For now, at least. Once you have the lanterns, they need to be placed around the farmlands. Start with the fields of Reese and Ida. They work as a couple and have some of the largest crops in Connacht. Then head to the lands of Rob and Gil. They're brothers and, while they're stubborn, their fields are crucial to the town's food supply. Without their harvest, we'd be in serious trouble. Position the lanterns carefully. Their glow will push back the weirdness, at least for a time. It won't be a permanent solution, but it's what we need to survive the season.
What brings you this way? Ah, you must be the one I've heard so much about. A curious figure. Navigating the shadows of Connacht. Solving problems where others stumble. Allow me to introduce myself. Brother Vitus, humble servant of the Red Church, or so the official title goes. I prefer to think of myself as an architect of change. The kind that reshapes institutions and realigns priorities. The church as it stands is stagnant, weighed down by those who use it as a platform for ambition rather than service. Fabius, for instance, is a fine example of what I aim to correct. I seek reform. Nothing so dramatic as rebellion, of course. A more elegant approach is required. One must lay the groundwork, build alliances, and ensure that when the time comes, the transition is seamless. On parchment, yes. In practice, let's just say the hierarchy of the Red Church is more fluid than it appears. Fabius holds the title, but titles are transient. Influence, vision, and the ability to shape the Church's future, those are what truly matter. And in those areas, he's sorely lacking. Let him bask in his authority while it lasts. The tides are shifting, and soon enough, even he will see that he's relying on borrowed time. I'd like to ask you to speak with Anselm, Yvain's major domo. He's a man of considerable influence. He holds the respect of the people and the keys to the court. Should Yvain's position become vacant, Anselm will step into power. A useful ally, wouldn't you agree? But Anselm is cautious, perhaps even suspicious of anyone bearing the church's seal. This is where you come in. Fabius, in his infinite wisdom, has forbidden the Red Priests from participating in the matters of the court. That's just how he is. Very eager to maintain his spotless image. Fortunately, I have no shortage of resourceful individuals willing to assist. Excellent. I knew you'd see potential in this opportunity. Together, we'll ensure Anselm sees the value of our efforts. The caravan is on its way. Find it, secure the supplies, and deliver them along with my greetings. Take whatever else you find. Coins, trinkets, that sort of thing. But the sealed crates, they must go to Anselm untouched. Consider it a sign of good faith. Do this, and you'll have my gratitude. And perhaps more.
Oh, it's you. You look, well, all things I always knew you had to have survived. There simply wasn't any other. Ah, no. Sadly not. I apologize for my forwardness. It's just, I've read so much about you. I feel as though we've known each other. I've spent hours poring over the drawings of your vascular system. Enough that I'm fairly certain I could recreate them. I'm so glad you're here now. If there's anything you need, please let me know. I'd be happy to... Oh, no. That honor fell to others. I was merely a silent admirer, though I have to say, I do think they were rather heavy-handed with you. I've heard no one had much faith in you, but that doesn't excuse carelessness, don't you think? Exactly. That's what I've been trying to say all along. A softer touch wouldn't go amiss. Some of them acted like butchers hacking away at a fresh carcass. There should be a sense of respect for their patients, a kind of reverence. Suffering is sacred, not something to be Why, indeed. I have my suspicions, but nothing I can say for certain. Not yet, at least. You left so suddenly. Your case was in chaos. Incomplete notes, no one willing to talk. It was all very frustrating. That said, I do know a few things about what happened to you, and, more importantly, about the people who allowed it to happen. I'd need to dig through my notes, though. In the meantime, there's something I'd like you to help me with. Not at all. You're a mercenary now, aren't you? Or did I get that? I simply wish to hire you for your exceptional talent. Straight to the point, I see. Oh, I do like you. You've got a sharp mind, and I'm really glad they didn't break it by accident. I need items touched by the weirdness. It's a personal fascination of mine. The way the weirdness reshapes even the most ordinary things is incredible. It can take something entirely mundane, like, you, for example, and turn it into something extraordinary and unrecognizable. Bring me a few of these items, and by then, I should be ready to share what I know about the experiments. Now, is there anything... Those who arranged your escape from the island asylum were also the ones responsible for your capture. Everything that was done to you was at their behest. I don't know much more. They've always been incredibly secretive. Honestly, I was more focused on the results than on who was behind it all. But then they took you away, before anyone could achieve anything meaningful. I don't think so. From everything I've seen, you were just supposed to be ordinary Avalon rabble, but with the potential to become something more. I don't have all the details about your case, especially concerning the Red Death, but something must have been done right, since you're not infected now. Sadly, the research was never completed. Now, I know we've never had that kind of relationship, but would you perhaps be willing to lie down and let me rummage a bit? Well, you can't begrudge me for trying. From what I understand, your natural affinity for the weirdness was, enhanced. You see, centuries of living on this island have led to more and more people developing a certain tolerance for it. Sometimes that tolerance can evolve into agreeability. It does, however, take time, so you were given a push. As for the exact methods, well, I'll spare you the gory. Besides, at this point, you know the results better than I do. Speaking of which, would you mind sharing the details? Really? That was it? What a colossal waste. The man ran from the Red Death in the homelands. How was he supposed... All that time, all those sacrifices, were they for nothing? What use is a dead king against the plague that followed him across the sea? This may be a battle, but it cannot be won by simply hitting things with a sword. I'm sorry, I just got incensed, you know? As you should. Because it means all your suffering was for nothing. Oh, I know I don't. But I can recognize futility when I see it. Farewell for now. I'll be...
I wasn't expecting company.
Remain vigilant. You're nothing but a peasant!
I'm invincible!
My shield is a fortress! I'm invincible!
Your armor won't save you.
Show me what you're made of!
Show me what you are made of! Show me what you are made of! 'Tis just a flesh wound.
Show yourself!
You'll fall to my sword. Your armor won't save you. I see fear in your eyes. Don't let your guard down. You're no match for our band. You're no match for me.
You're nothing but a peasant!
I'll strike you down. You'll regret this.
You'll pay for that!
Your money or your love. This.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Hello again.
should stay out of trouble. Ah, there you are. What news do you bring to the court today? Vitus, you say? I wasn't expecting anything from the Red Church. Masks, gloves, plague supplies? And guidelines, too. He's certainly thorough, I'll give him that. I may not trust the Church's motives, but I won't deny the usefulness of these items. If nothing else, they'll help safeguard the court. Tell Brother Vitus I received the package, and tell him I'll remember this. Until next time.
Help a soul out on your journey, will you?
Oh, hello there. Good. Anselm is not an easy man to sway, but with this gesture, we've planted the seeds of trust, and perhaps ambition. Here's your reward, and consider it a token of appreciation for your discretion. You've proven yourself quite resourceful. The tides of Connacht are shifting, and you've ensured they move in the right direction. Well done.